Salut tout le monde! My name is Sojung Jung and I'm 29 years old. I lived in France for 2.5 years and I'll be working for the United Nations in New York as a junior professional officer in the Office of Human Resources starting from February. I first went to France just for a short trip when I was in university, and I simply fell in love with Paris. So when I had the chance to apply for an overseas double degree program, I picked France without any hesitation and studied at ESSEC Business School. After my amazing internship at L'Oréal headquarters in Paris, I continued working in France for two French companies, L'Oréal and Lacoste, as a HR learning project manager. Those experiences helped me a lot to get used to the French way of communication and collaboration. Coming from Korea, where I was taught to be humble, France taught me to be assertive and to raise my own voice. The sentences that I heard most frequently while working in France was, "Be yourself," and "What do you think?" This French way of thinking helped me largely to build my own logic and to become a strategic HR manager. And there are much more that I love about living in France and working for French companies. So if you get a chance to do so, I would say go for it. Bon courage!
Hello, my name is Salomé Dubois. I am a filmmaker and photographer living in Seoul, South Korea. My very first time to Korea was in 2007. I was only 18 years old and I didn't know anything about Korea except some movies. My first Korean movie, Saline Chuop by Bong Joon-ho. I just love the impact of the images. It was not like good and evil, it was more like humans. I just got very inspired by that and I could feel catharsis through these characters and these stories. I feel like Korean people are very strong. If they really want something, they will get it. They will go for it. So after I finished my cinema major in France, I came back to Korea for a working holiday. I was a volunteer for film festivals like Busan International Film Festival. One day I decided to try the very famous Hanguk Yeonghwa Academy, KAFA. It's actually Korean Academy of Film Art. I heard about that school from some filmmakers' friends. They told me that the selection is very competitive, very selective. I was the only foreigner in that very competitive and selective school. When I was working with the Korean crew on the Korean sets, I could feel that the hierarchy helps to structure everything. And being part of that made me stronger. The people don't call your name directly. They will call you by your function. So if I'm assistant director, they will call me Cho Kam-dong Nim, which is actually respectful. I can shield myself. I'm not me, I'm a function. And I can just keep my feelings behind because Korean language has so many nuances in the formalities, in the way people talk to each other, that actually there is a lot of layers to a person. So there are a lot of things to discover.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Yuri, j'ai 42 ans, je suis professeure à l'école de médecine de l'université à Dieu et en même temps je travaille comme ophtalmologue à l'hôpital universitaire à Dieu. C'est un très grand plaisir de pouvoir me présenter à cette série France Korea Next Generation. Personnellement, j'avais passé 2 années en France en maternelle avec ma famille grâce à mon père qui avait fait une partie de ses études en France. Cette expérience personnelle que je pouvais apprendre la langue française m'a fait choisir la France comme destination pour mon stage clinique étant médecin. J'étais en recherche d'une nouvelle opportunité pour développer des compétences professionnelles à l'étranger. En France, les formations en médecine de 3e cycle, les DFMS et DFMSA, sont ouvertes à tous les étudiants en spécialité et les médecins spécialistes étrangers. J'étais donc admise à la formation DFMSA, médecin spécialiste en ophtalmologie à l'Université Paris 6, maintenant fusionnée comme Sorbonne Université, et fait un stage clinique à l'hôpital Bicêtre durant 1 an, du 1er mai 2011 jusqu'au 30 avril 2012. À travers cette formation, les médecins étrangers peuvent faire de l'expérience professionnelle en traitant directement les patients dans les cliniques. C'est un des grands avantages du système de santé français pour les médecins étrangers. En plus, j'ai pu observer des types de maladies que je n'avais appris que dans les livres en Corée, et ça a été une très bonne expérience pour ma carrière professionnelle. Par conséquent, je recommande aux professionnels coréens, y compris les médecins, la France comme destination pour perfectionner chacun leur spécialité. Merci.